So all my law school videos and law help videos are pretty famous, and they are for a reason. The reason is because these all methods, these all points are tried and tested by me personally. And if you go to the comment section of various such videos, you will believe what I say. Now here is another video which will help you survive the law school and life afterwards with ease. Through this video, you will get to know those 5 things that are keeping you away from success in the career of law. And I hope after watching this video, you won't repeat those things again. So hi everyone, this is Advocate Isha Kapoor and you're watching VLAWGISH. Number one thing is quite common. It's affecting your growth in law. Many of us believe in first, second, third year of law school or fourth, fifth year also that I shall be first going for judicial services examination and later on litigation will be my plan B. So if you keep such plan Bs, especially if you keep litigation as your plan B, most of the times I've seen, I'm talking about 90% plus cases, this plan B doesn't work. The reason is litigation, as they say, is a jealous mistress. If you are into litigation, you have to be wholeheartedly invested in it. If you want to pursue litigation, you have to do internships, you have to focus on enhancing your drafting skills, you have to focus on enhancing your understanding of the bare provisions. You just don't merely have to focus on remembering all the case laws or remembering all the sections by heart. Litigation is more than that. If you're simply focusing on your coaching, etc. in the first 5 years or even 2 years or 3 years after leaving the law school, then and still if you think that litigation will work as your plan B, there are very scarce chances. If you are thinking in this manner, of course, this may be keeping you away from success. Second is, whenever you're studying, relying on only one textbook or one resource material, that means treating it in a godly manner. Many people ask me, many students ask me, ma'am, could you suggest a textbook for criminal law? Could you suggest a textbook for tort? Could you suggest a textbook for constitutional law? This is deadly because not making your notes, not making your study material from various resource materials can harm you. It will definitely harm you in the longer run. The reason why I say this is because you need information from varied sources. You also need to know that not one source can always be correct. You also need to analyze information coming from various resource materials, and after that you have to decide what is the best for you. Now if you talk about my strategy, before we start indulging more into the video and focusing on points that may be keeping you away from success or delaying you from success, there is one thing, one very good news for the judiciary aspirants. The news is physics wala, जुडिशरी वाला हैज़ दिस न्यू ऑफर फॉर यू, दिवाली ऑफर, जिसमें आपको अप टू 85% ऑफ मिल रहा है उनके सारे जुडिशरी कोर्सेज पे. बहुत सारे कोर्सेज हैं, आप नीचे जाके डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में देखोगे तो आपको पता लग जाएगा कितने सारे कोर्सेज पे कितना बड़ा डिस्काउंट है. इनफैक्ट जो जुडिशरी का इनका कोर्स जस्टिस जुडिशरी फाउंडेशन बैच, जिसमें आपको पूरी तरह से A to Z ये प्रिपेयर कराते हैं जुडिशियल सर्विस एग्जाम के लिए, वो जो 50,000 का होता था वो आपको लेस देन 18,000 में मिल रहा है. व्हाट डू यू नीड एल्स? इसके अलावा आपको टेस्ट सीरीज बैचेस मिल रहे हैं, आपको एपीओ प्रिपरेशन बैचेस मिल रहे हैं और ऑलमोस्ट सारे बैचेस, ऑलमोस्ट क्या एक्चुअली सारे बैचेस आपके 5,000 से नीचे के हैं. If you need a batch for where you get MCQ, that is a fast track course, you can get it for 7,992. So if you check the link given in the description box and if you use my code VL1000, you can get a further discount on this discounted price. Also, you can get a further discount of 1,000 rupees. I think there's nothing more that you need in life. तो दिवाली अब मनानी है जुडिशरी वाला, फिजिक्स वाला, कि ये कोर्सेज जो है जिसपे आपको 85% ऑफ मिल रहा है, इसके साथ मनाइए. दिस इज अ बॉम्ब ऑफर अगेन. आपको लाइव क्लासेस, डेली प्रैक्टिस पेपर्स, मेंस पेपर्स भी साथ में मिल रहे हैं. क्लास नोट्स पूरे आपको प्रोवाइड किए जाते हैं. फुल लेंथ क्लासेस मिलती है, ऐसे नहीं कोई कटी हुई वीडियोस मिलेंगी आपको, वो बिल्कुल नहीं होता है इनके साथ. आपको अगर प्रीवियस ईयर का क्वेश्चन पेपर का एनालिसिस चाहिए, वो भी इनके आपको सब्सक्रिप्शंस में मिलता है. आपको मेजर लॉज, माइनर लॉज, बहुत सारे कोर्सेज होते हैं जहाँ पे माइनर लॉज छोड़ दिए जाते हैं, बट यहाँ ऐसा नहीं होता है. बेयर प्रोविजंस और कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी पे इनका स्पेशल फोकस रहता है. मैंने खुद वो वीडियोस देखी है, इसलिए मैं आपको बता पा रही हूँ. इनफैक्ट केस लॉ एनालिसिस और आंसर राइटिंग स्किल्स, जो कि आपकी मेंस में बहुत काम आती है, उन पे फोकस हो जाता है. तो आप ये कोर्सेज लेते हैं तो ये मत सोचिए कि आपका बस फाउंडेशन बन रहा है, बल्कि आपकी मेंस तक की भी कहीं ना कहीं तैयारी हो रही है. ये बैच और ये ऑफर सिर्फ बहुत लिमिटेड टाइम के लिए है. दिवाली ऑफर है, जैसे आपको समझ ही आ रहा था. गो ग्रैब देम टुडे, चेक आउट द लिंक्स गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू यूज माय कोड VL1000. ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल द एस्पिरेंट्स. हम देखते हैं और क्या क्या चीजें हैं जो हमारी सक्सेस को डिले कर रही है शायद. Now, if you talk about my strategy, I used to go to my law school library, see various books on the subject, and combine notes from all of them. Some have good case laws, some have good understanding, some are simple and simply explained. Some prove to be very beneficial when you start practicing later on, when you start your professional career ahead. If you'll adopt this practice in your law school, it will help you later in the longer run in your professional career very much. I have tried it myself, and I am saying it from my experience. If you don't do it, then your research will lack, your study will lack something, your arguments in the court will always lack in-depth knowledge. You better not do it, because this may be keeping you away from success. Don't keep just one resource material in your hand. The third one is ignoring the basics. So whenever we focus on the things that are too big or the goals that are too ahead of us, we often tend to ignore the very basic things that we should do while we are studying the laws or while we are in the initial stage of our career. For example, let's say perfecting your grammar. Whenever you're speaking, you are not fluent, or whenever you're writing something, you're making grammatical errors. That's basic. If you'll do that in the court, that will definitely impact your writing, etc. skills. There are tools such as Grammarly. Use them initially. Brush up your grammatical skills, brush up your language skills initially only, so that you don't face any problem later. Then you often fail to learn the right kind of formatting. Now, those people who do not know what is the good method to draft things, how to properly use MS Word, it may look like a very simple thing, but it's not that simple, believe me. So not knowing the right kind of font size, etc., the line spacing to use, not knowing what are the footnoting techniques, not knowing how to do footnotes, not knowing how to give proper referencing, how to give proper credits to somebody for the work that you're using, can also prove to be deadly. This is also basic. You should learn this in the first, I would say, semester of your law school only. First semester, if you aren't able to do it, then at least do it in the very first year. Still, if you have not done it till now, it's not too late. You should do it. It's one of the basic things. Even if whenever you're making a research paper, whenever you're making any essay, etc., this will help you later. Now, also, you often tend to ignore this basic of familiarizing yourself with the case laws. If the case laws is starting, what is the title of the case law, under which provision it is filed, which was the bench that decided this case, who gave the dissenting opinion, who gave the minority opinion, what was the date of the judgment, what were the precedents that were followed, who were the advocates who argued the matter. These all basics also you should know. You should not simply rely on the case just that's given in your textbook. Rather, see the judgment once, see all these pointers, write it down along with your notes, so that you catch this habit of knowing who all were involved in the case, what all happened in the case, what stage it came from. It will really help you in the longer run. You'll start getting familiar with the names of the judges, with the advocates, and the courts will feel more homely to you later. Start being a social butterfly. Yes, that's basic. Now, I don't mean to say that create fake friends or become all the more a new personality. No, but yes, interact with people. There is no harm in interacting with people, and if you want, people won't even get to know what you're doing. Forget about building a client base later. There is no starting point to building a client base. You should start from right now. You should start from today. Start interacting with people, so that they get to know your strengths, those who deserve to know your weaknesses too. So do not ignore the basics, because this may be one thing that may be harming you, or that may be keeping you away from success or delaying your success in law. Then the fourth thing, doing your assignments, essays, PPTs, etc. as if it's a punishment. So if you do them wisely, if you do them timely, you can also utilize them to create your publications very timely in life, in your law school only. See, write with clarity, seek reviews. Whenever you're seeking reviews, etc. from people, again, you're building contacts. You may post them on your social media handles, you may get them published. If you write them with clarity, you will also get to see that there is an enhancement in your existing stock of knowledge, which should happen if you're in the law school or even otherwise. Also see this as your chance to perform, your one chance that life has given you, because You may also treat this as your practice session for the arguments that you may be making later in life, for the exams that you will be giving later in life if you're still in the law school. Then also, if you do these things timely and happily and not as a punishment, and you keep your hands clear of all the work burden that you may gather in the end, you'll be able to see that the opportunities will not go away from you. Because let's assume that you have a deadline tomorrow and you haven't started working on it till today, and there's a new opportunity that comes up which says that you have to come for this interview tomorrow, and if you come, you may get selected, you may get this big opportunity, you may land up this big interview, big internship, etc. How will you go for it if your previous work is not completed? So take your deadline seriously, take your assignments, etc. seriously. If you're doing it, do it in a nice manner, because not doing them in a nice manner, treating them as punishment, not completing your work timely, maybe keeping you away from success, or maybe delaying your success. The last thing that may be keeping you away from success or delaying your success is either focusing on just one thing or focusing on too many things. So balancing is the key. See, now you will say, man, give me an example, otherwise I won't be able to understand what point you're making. It's too confusing. So I've seen people who only focus on college and lectures. I have to go to college, I have to come back to home because I have to give a certain exam, I have to clear it, this is my aim in life. And clearly they are ignoring their social life, they're ignoring their well-being, they're ignoring their mental health, they are ignoring the extracurriculars, they are ignoring their speaking skills, they're ignoring all the other aspects of life. They simply say that I have to be involved in reading more, I'll just keep reading the books, I'll keep making neat notes. This is not bad, even I love doing these things, but ignoring all the other aspects may land you in trouble later. The reason being, if that certain exam which you're aiming for, you don't clear it, or if it takes a little more time than usual, then this may have a huge impact, a bad impact on your well-being. So beware. Now I've also seen people who are only focusing on one thing, let's say the sports. So they're just playing all day long, they're in the cricket team, they are going for tournaments, they've completely forgotten that they're in the law school and they have to study also, they have to focus on extracurriculars, etc. Also, they say that my mental well-being is too important for me, my health is too important for me, and that's why I'm doing it. But later, if you're not focusing on the things that you have signed up for example the law course, then in turn it may have a very bad impact on your health also, because you'll have piled up work, you'll have piled up responsibilities. You may think that I think I may have wasted these 4-5 years of the law school, and it may have a negative impact on you. Do not leave the hobby that you have, but please, again, balance is the key. Then there are people who only focus on extracurriculars and nothing else. So I'm going for this youth parliament, I'm going for this Modern United Nations, I'm going for debate, I am going for this fest, I am going for this blah blah activity, I'm going for moot courts, etc. But this all won't help you if your grades are too low. This all won't help you if you are not focusing on your health, etc. For example, assume that your social butterfly profession doesn't work and you need to clear some exam, you need to be clear in the court while giving your arguments, and you are unable to have clarity of thoughts because you didn't study timely. This may impact you again. Now there are people who only focus on parties because they say that litigation is all about building contacts. It's also people have also learned this word listening, which is, I think, not suited to the profession of law. Some may call it a harsh reality, but no, please don't associate yourself with this word. So they say I'll go to parties, for building social connections. So I'm always out with friends, I'm always out with seniors, also with my peer sector, internships, etc. But no, please be in your limits. Please understand that you are in an age where you are vulnerable to. Okay, you don't understand all the realities of life. You may understand a lot, but there's a lot more. So focus on your karma, and your karma at the moment is to again do what you have signed up for, to go to the law school, to study well, to focus on your well-being, to focus on your internships, etc., to focus on your work, to write research papers, to complete your projects, etc., on time, to go for extracurriculars, to give time to your hobbies, etc., give time to yourself, sleep timely, etc., etc. Some people I've seen, they only do internships, they don't go to college also. During college days also, they're focusing on internships. Ma'am, I have this internship lined up, ma'am, I have that internship lined up. The senior advocate was giving internship in this month, therefore I joined, so I'll have to skip college for 1 month altogether. Supremely deadly. Please don't do it. I have seen where such people land. They are extremely confused at times. They are, unless you are, super talented or something very supernatural happens to you, and you understand the laws also, you do the social as well, and you do the internships also all the time. So uske bina to bhai, I've seen people suffering in life. So the key is balance. The fifth thing, which again I'm repeating it, was if you are focusing on only one thing or too many things at one time, and if you're ignoring the word balance, then this may be keeping you away from success or delaying your success. So these were the 5 points. I hope you will keep this in mind. I created this video specifically for you people, as I've seen that you people give very good response to these law school and initial years of law help videos. I am again utilizing my personal experience to create these videos. I hope you like them, and with this I can just say that I'll meet you again very soon with a new video on a new concept. Bye for now. All the best for your journey.